Friday, 3rd of March 2017, and I am 5 days into my second block of medical school, and that is the block called Lots block, which is life on the streets. It's called that because there used to be a television show, a South African television show back in the day. I don't remember it, but it was all about current issues affecting South Africa, very relevantly affecting South Africa, specific to this country's issues. And then that is kind of what this block focuses on: healthcare and health issues specifically affecting our society here in South Africa. For example, week 1 is the population health week. So we learn about the South African population health and the determinants of health and risk factors of health and all those kind of things, and what primary health care means, and how our whole healthcare system is planning to be rearranged, re-engineered actually, over the next couple of years, so as to focus on a more primary healthcare approach to healthcare in South Africa. And primary healthcare is the focus on prevent diseases before the patient actually gets a disease and has to enter a hospital to get treated. Anyway, besides that, that was this week, week 1. Next week, week 2, is malnutrition week. And malnutrition is extremely big problem in South Africa. And then the week after that, week 3, is, what is week 3? Medical genetics. I'm not entirely sure exactly what that's going to comprise of. And then after that is HIV week. HIV has South Africa has one of the highest HIV infection rates in the entire world, and it is a very well, it's always been in the past a very big cause of death in our country. But obviously, as we promote for healthcare and whatnot, it's slowly getting better, but it's still a huge burden. And so that's going to be a whole week on just HIV. Then after that is rape week, and that is because rape is extremely high in South Africa. I can't remember the figures, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, we have a whole week on that, and then the final week, week 6, is infectious week. What you see is, with more progressive countries, so in first world countries, you'll get less and less deaths from infection and infectious disease, that is communicable diseases, and you'll get more and more the population dying from non-communicable diseases, which are more like chronic diseases such as cancer and old age related diseases. But in third world countries and countries that are still rising, you do still see a lot of infectious disease and deaths caused by that. And the number 1 cause of death in our countries, in South Africa, is TB. And so that's an example of an infectious disease. So we have an awesome lecturer that will be taking us in week 6, Professor Duze, and he is just phenomenal with infection and the stories that he tells from going up into Africa and dealing with all the kinds of things like Ebola outbreaks and cholera outbreaks and all of these things. He's the guy that goes and manages teams up there and all that kind of stuff. It's absolutely phenomenal. Since high school, I've been super interested in infectious disease. I don't know why, there's just something about it that's...
One of these alternative access areas is the casualty. We will plead with the public to really bear with us.
And Eskom has finally reached...
That on the news there was about the Charlotte Macbeke Hospital, which is where my medical school is. It's basically part of the same building. The entrance to the roof of the entrance of the hospital collapsed yesterday afternoon. I was there and went to check out the scene, and it didn't look too bad because it wasn't, mean, there weren't patients falling through the roofs or anything, it was just the outside portion. But around about 5 people did get injured and have the concrete slab fall on them. So the police and paramedics and everything all around yesterday, it was quite hectic, but thankfully it wasn't much more serious. I don't know if I'm pointing the camera in the right direction, but just there in front of us is the entrance of the hospital, and just inside there is where the roof collapsed last night. Very hectic. I'm just hoping that the parking lot where I park my car in the hospital is not going to collapse, because for the last 6 years my friends and I have wondered if that will happen, because it is such an old building and it's just leaking like crazy. So yeah, anywho, I'm on my way to university, where I'll be catching a bus to Edenvale Hospital. It is my first official hospital day of my life and my medical degree and etc. So I'm very excited to start with that. It's called nursing visits, so we get allocated to a nurse and follow her around the whole day. The reason it's a nurse and not a doctor is because nurses are like the cornerstone of the healthcare system. Without them, the healthcare system would be ineffective and non-existent practically. So yeah, I'm looking very forward to that, and yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't record anything about my experiences at the hospitals, but it was really an eye-opening experience, and I worked very close with the nurses in the ICU at Edenvale Hospital. They were phenomenal, and got to see very hectic situations and very heart-wrenching situations, and it was really amazing. We are going to Starbucks to work. These are my peeps. I'm recording you.
Because I'm wearing your skirt top.
I'm going to put you on my blog.
You have a blog that we don't know about?
Yeah, that's it. This block has been so chilled compared to the first block, where I studied every single day practically for 6 weeks. I've been struggling so hard to work and to get motivated, so really psyching myself up now. Gonna work at Starbucks, get a productive environment and just start working. The work has built up, so there's quite a lot to get through, but it'll be okay if I start today and start working really hard. If not, if I don't start working today, then it'll be an issue. It's already week 5 of my second block. I don't think I've recorded anything for 3 or 4 weeks. It's been amazing so far. This week is our sexual assault week. Well, our rape and sexual assault week. Don't know if you know, but in South Africa, a woman is more likely to get raped than to learn how to read. We have insane amounts, high rates of rape in our country, and it's been quite an emotional journey going through all the lectures. It's everything from what constitutes rape to looking at abnormal and abnormal genital findings, you know, how to examine people's genitals and bodies after they've been raped, and how to record that and hand over to the police, and gender-based violence and a whole lot of things, everything to do with all of this. And yeah, it is emotional. Tomorrow a rape survivor, a male rape survivor, is coming to speak to us. Last week was our HIV week, week 4, and HIV week was also quite hectic, and we had Justice Edwin Cameron from the High Court. I think it's the High Court, Constitutional Court or whatever, I forget what you call it. He's a very high up judge in our country, and he came and spoke to us and gave his account of his life story, and it was just a very emotional lecture. I had tears in my eyes. I mean, he was just so honest, and yeah, it's been I'm loving it. It's amazing. I have have 2 weeks left. Well, today's Tuesday, so it's less than 2 weeks left of this block. Going to study hard, and yeah. So what else is there other than just the academic stuff? A few things I did for fun. I marshaled a pub crawl. I dissected out my wart that was irritating me. Yes, I used a scalpel and pliers. And yes, there was lots of blood. But at least I got rid of it. And we got a puppy. The cutest little thing called Roo. And then I went to see Albert, the best band in South Africa. Mango Groove also happened to be playing on the day. I went to go see the Lumineers live in concert and went to awesome little markets with friends. Went for breakfast with the same friends. Had a shoe thrown in my face whilst being shown how to do certain kind of yoga. And then had a reunion with childhood friends who I hadn't seen for 5 years because they live overseas. They're now married, have babies. Wow. I house sat my friends' little kitty cats. They love Forrest Whitaker. I had to rescue them both from the chimney. We took selfies together. And please, would you just look at this little face? Could just die. And we enjoyed watching videos of the protests against our government. It's been kind of hectic. I spent time with my chickens, Queen Snow, Princess Lemon, Snowy and Roosty. Checked for eggs. He's got quite a good crow there. And he doesn't like Nettie that much sometimes. But I tell you, boy, do they lay massive eggs. Double yolk. My birthday.
You're going to blame yourself. Say, oh, Nettie, I was supposed to be. Come, kick the blanket. Joe, you're going to be a doctor.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm on holiday.
Huh?
Don't you remember? I don't have classes anymore.
But what are you doing today?
I'm preparing my work for next week.
Where?
At the university.
Yeah, but wake up, stand up with your friends so that think about the school. Come.
Yeah,
jump.
You're right. Ugh.
Just prepare yourself. So to be at home, walking around doesn't help you. Go be with your friend and negotiate about everything.
Yeah.
Just jump.
Oh, I'm so tired and I'm clumsy.
Huh?
I'm so tired.
I know, but if you jump, go in the shower quick or take a bath. Go back. Be with your friends, so negotiate everything. So next week, everything is gonna be like this. You see, because I want to do more things today. I get here early. See, it was hard to get up. I just forced myself to. I just jump and
really?
Open. Yeah, it was hard because sometimes I mustn't. I jump and open the door.
And then it works.
Yeah, it didn't work. I opened the door. There was a fresh air. It goes in. It was 4:25.
Yeah.
I jumped. I was early today. Long ago.
Okay, I'm getting up.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I trust you. I'm going.
Today's the day. Sasha's having her little baby.